G'day everyone and welcome to No Mnas Sky. So today I'm just going to do a quick guide on how to quickly find and efficiently farm Sentinel ships. So we need a couple of things. We need an advanced mining laser. That's the most important thing. You should have one at this point in the game. If not, you can just go to the anomaly and buy the recipe for nanites. Another optional thing we can have is an indium drive. We need one of those so we can go to all the star systems. If you don't have an indium drive, then it's going to be a little bit harder to find the dissonant systems, but you'll be able to do it. So we're already in a dissonant system, but I'm just going to show you how to find one real quick. So in the galaxy map, you can see on the little tab down the bottom there it says dissonant. So I'm looking around at the moment, and usually you can find a couple, but right now I haven't found any. There's probably some real close. So you just have to look around for a little bit and you'll find one. But we're already in a dissonant system, so we're gonna exit out of this in a second. And then we're gonna fumble around and try and find the planet that I was just looking at. And we should cut to the actual planet in a few seconds. So I can show you what that actually looks like. There we go, we're at the planet. And what we want is the purple writing that says dissonant detected. So we're going to head to that planet. And we'll be looking for what are called dissonant resonators. Now there are other ways to find Sentinel ships. This is just the easiest and fastest, in my opinion. So now we're at the planet, and we're just going to look in our scanner, and we've got the dissonant resonator there. So I've got a pretty good multi-tool at this point. I've got a good weapon, but I'm just going to use my mining beam just to show that it can be done. My mining beam is also pretty powerful. I didn't think about that when I did that. But with just the basic mining beam, you'll be able to take it out. I would recommend just getting a simple bolt caster. These guys aren't that tough. And just so you can do it in a distance, and then you can run away. And these guys are pretty blind, so they find it hard to locate you. That's saying swarm hunting. I've just dug down to just get away faster. I've got myself in a little bit of a pickle here. So now we're just going to dig our way out and go for the next bit. So we got an inverted mirror from that. And we need plenty of those, especially if we want to farm the ships. What we're looking for is an echolocator, and I will show those after I've done mining these. So these are radiant shards, and I'll get there in a minute. So the ones with the machinery sticking out, they're not radiant shards. Those are Atlantidium, and those are good too because they can refine into pugnium. I think one refines into two. One into two pugnium. And that's good fuel for your ship. And you can also refine those into nanites as well, but we'll get into that in a later video. So we got the echolocator. I already got a couple. And we're just going to call in the ship. And a good way to do this so you don't get stuck in a cutscene is to just go into the ship and then fire it off. And that just completely negates the cutscene. So now that's going to give us a waypoint, and that'll take us to a harmonic camp. So we're at the camp, and the first thing we're going to do is make a save beacon. That way we can remember where the camp is. go. Save it. Just make sure nothing happens. And then we go to this console. We're going to open that up. And there'll be a bit of text. So we want to scan memory registers. That'll give us the code we need. So it's always basic math, so you just need the 3 numbers. And then you can go back to main interface. And input override glyphs. And then you can put them in any order as long as they're the right numbers. If you put the wrong numbers in, it's not going to matter. You just delete the numbers and then try again. So there's a bit more text. You can deactivate the multi-tool seal. I always do that first so I can check out the multi-tool. And then we go back, it kicks us out, so we go back in. And some guys are going to show up here when I do this. This is for the autophage quest line, which is way down the line. So just ignore those guys. So we're going to go check out the multi-tool. This is always a free multi-tool. You have to repair it, but it's always stuff you can get on the planet. So, or you can just use repair kits if you want. So I'm not going to take this one. I've already got the multi-tool that I want. And a good thing about these multi-tools is you can put 2 mining lasers on. So you've got the hijacked laser, and then you got a mining beam, which is a little bit of ferrite dust. And that will make it so your mining beam pretty much never overheats. And make sure you get these barrows as well. They're always... Not always, but a lot of the time they got some good stuff. I'm getting some pretty good stuff out of these ones. Except that living slime. Depends on who you are if you think that's good. So now we're going to go check out the ship. So it's just a pretty basic ship. I'll just use that to sell. So we want to check out this scrap. There's a lot of the times there's good stuff in there. It's 50-50 really. Then we want to go into this ship and grab all the stuff. Sometimes the ship can glitch out and you won't be able to interact with it. Just get in and out of your ship and reload your restore point, and that should fix the glitch. So if you want, if this is a really good ship, you can put a save beacon down and come back to it later. And even after you've got it, in a couple of days it will be respawned. So we've got the Highline Brain. We're just going to fire that off, and that's going to give us a close by location of a monolith. We're going to crash into a few things just for fun. Definitely did that on purpose. So if it's a bit far away, you can go up and then down. I'm not really sure why I bothered doing that here. It was only a couple of seconds away. So now we're at the monolith. Love the slow landing. Now we just need to find the waypoint. And we'll go in. If you don't want to read the text, you can just spam X or whichever button you usually use to skip dialogue, and it'll just give you the finished product straight away, which is what I usually do. And so now you got the harmonic brain, and we're going to take that back to the ship, which is still marked for us. Okay, so we're back at the ship. Pretty much parked inside it for some reason. So we go into the ship, and then we can just repair it. And then you want to compare. And you can see up the top there, this one's 25, almost 26 million. and when you scrap that, that's going to give you maybe about 12 million. It can give between 12 and 44 million. So now what we're going to do is just show that now that we've got this ship, we can go into this, we can go back to the camp, and it will give us another ship. You can only get one at a time, but you can do this for, I believe, at least 10 times. I don't usually do it that much. A few of these is enough to get some walking around money. So yeah, that's the end of the video. I hope you found this useful. If you did find it useful, please like, subscribe, comment if I missed anything out, and I'll catch you in the next one.